tell you is how I imagine it, which is that the one-year program, you better know going in what it is you want to do and what it is you want to be coming out. In the two-year program, you've got more time. You've got more time to take more electives. You've got more time to spend time with professors and get experience and knowledge from them. You've got time to spend with classmates. You've got time to spend with alumni. Lots of different things can be learned from all of these people and help point you in the directions you want to go with. Everything from networking to just plain old learning about industries. I think that may not be the case in a one-year program, so please, if you're going to consider a one-year program, be pretty specific and know where it is you want to go when you're done, because it comes up very quickly.
I don't think there are any programs, one-year programs in Australia. In particular, in our case, we have 1.5-year program. As I said earlier, that consists of the core subjects plus electives, and in between that you will get different type of programs, or the one-day programs called the master classes, where we can't cover the current topics. We cover them through master classes. So it's very important you to, again, as Nancy said, that think about what you really need, how much time that you spend with fellow students within 1 year. I don't think you can have a really good connection with the people, those who study. And from my personal experience, I studied 2-year program, and I know how much interaction that I had with the local and international students, and then you carry forward those connections for the rest of your life. So that's why it is very important you to select not a fly in and fly out sort of program where you have a lot of connection built for your future. Thanks.
The comparison between 1 year and 2 year is not required, but however, to bring some objectivity in terms of taking the decisions, there are certain factors. 1 year, if you compare with 2 year, your opportunity cost is almost half. So if you compare the cost, your cost will, in 2-year MBA programs will be almost double because of the tuition fee and cost of living. And of course, most of you will be doing MBA after your experience. So if your salary is say 10 lakh rupees, your net investment for the next year would be 10 lakh or plus something 25% hike. So that is a one side versus 2 year in MBA and 1 year MBA. The other point, like 1 year MBA is a torturous MBA, right? We offer 1 year MBA. And I especially tell my student that this is a torture camp, right? You will be flogged, you have no time for fun, you have no time for parties, right? You can't make any mistakes in terms of choosing electives, which you can do in 2-year MBA, right? You can keep on changing electives, even if you're not clear the way you want to go, although you have written all good stories about where you want to go in statement of purpose, but you have no clarity in your mind. So without clarity, probably going into 1 year MBA is highly risky. Moreover, 2-year MBA offers you a lot of time wherein you can offer electives, you can build network, you can get involved in extracurricular activities, and you can also develop in-depth knowledge about particular industry. So for example, you're working in IT, you're a coder, and you want to make your career core into investment banking or in finance, right? This kind of industry transition is typically not possible in 1 year MBA program. 1 year MBA program, you can change your career within the industry. Like you're a technical guy, you're a BTS engineer, and you want to get into say telecom consulting, or you want to become a business analyst. So within the same industry, transition is possible, but changing the industry is very difficult.
Yeah, we actually do offer a 1 year MBA, and I think when you talk about choice, it depends on your personal situation as well. You know, if you are talking about professional who are 31, 32 years old, they usually already have a family, they have children. You know, so can they afford to be out of the job market for 2 years? You know, can they afford that? You know, or do they want to just dedicate 1 year to the MBA and be finished? You know, and after that they be able to work right after. So I think it really depends on what you are looking for as well. And I believe that participants from a 2-year MBA are usually younger than for the one-year program. So I think it's also a personal choice. So and as you mentioned, having a 2 years MBA means also that it will be more costly as well in terms of living expenses, especially when you intend to do the MBA abroad.
No, can we leave questions till the end, please?
Questions
Questions
after the session.
at the end.
Okay, I would like to add now. I would like to add on two bit about the debate between the 1 year and the 2 year MBA. The first point is most of the US top-ranked institutions offer MBAs that run between 18 to 24 months. That is a fact. If you look on the other hand to the UK, barring London Business School, Oxford Business School, Cambridge, Imperial, Manchester, Leeds, the top 25 business schools offer a 1 year MBA, full-time. That is a fact. Now, so you have to decide what kind of an MBA will suit you. If you're looking at just the duration of the course and you're fixated on the 2 year MBA, then you have to look at those countries which offer a 2 year MBA. Now, whether a 1 year MBA is better than a 2 years MBA, I'm not going to get into that debate, or which MBA is more difficult. An MBA is meant to be a grueling exercise. It is not something that in which you have more time, you're likely to do better. You must have the intellectual capability and the competence to grapple with the issues involved. And I personally believe if you can do a 2 year MBA well, you should be able to you should also be able to complete a 1 year MBA. Yes, a 1 year MBA is slightly time pressured. The candidates are put under pressure, but after all, if you're preparing for senior managerial roles, you should be able to take on that pressure. Having said that, I fully acknowledge the points that my colleagues have made, that if you're doing a 2 year MBA, you'll have more opportunity to network, especially to connect with alumni. But you also have those opportunities on a 1 year MBA, but maybe, they are not of that extended duration. So the choice is largely does not depend on you. It depends on the country where you're going.
Thank you very much. I think,